Hey guys, it's Kaylee. I'm back with another thrift haul. I've got a ton of items to show you. Just to recap you, we are picking up 255 items every single week and getting those listed on eBay and Poshmark. Now I know you guys have heard that number vary a little bit, but we've done something a little bit different in our business that I'd be happy to share with you very soon as to why we chose the number we did. But currently we are listing 35 active items every single day. We are sourcing 255 items a week, which leaves us with a little bit of items left over to put into our draft bank and to put towards scheduled future listings. If you guys didn't already know, I think I've mentioned it and you guys have probably gathered, but we do work a week ahead of time. Everything that is going active, being set live in my Ebay and Poshmark store, we already did the work for last week, and so all of those listings are like being set active right now, and then everything we are working on this week is going to get set active next week. And that's kind of how I run my business. You are seeing a snapshot into those items that we are working on. I actually think honestly we're scheduled 2 weeks ahead right now, so we're actually working a couple weeks ahead, but that is the goal in mind, and that's why we source so much so that we have a lot of flexibility. So diving into these items, let's go. This first one I picked mainly based on style. This isn't a brand I typically get. It is Lou and Gray for Loft, size medium, but I thought this was a really cool star print sweater, and some of these Lou and Gray for Loft pieces do really good. This is also very thick quality, which is another reason that I got it. This should go for about $25, $28. This is an Anthropologie brand. It is Pilcro. Used to be called Pilcro in the leather press. I think now they just call it Pilcro. This is a size extra small, which usually I would steer away from, but with it being an Anthropologie piece and it being more substantial, I decided to get it. This is a duster length or midi length cable knit ivory cardigan, and it's also got these really pretty, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but really pretty multicolored speckles throughout. I need to look up the exact style of this one, but I'll have to pop up a comp on the screen, but I think that this particular style was going for quite a bit, maybe even around $50. This is an American Eagle piece, which I also thought was really pretty. I'm kind of trying to get some spring pieces and get ahead of schedule with upcoming seasons and start listing those items now, so that by the time buyers are ready to purchase those warmer weather items, I've already got them on my store and they can be the first to sell. It's definitely one of those pieces. This is American Eagle. It is a one size. It could honestly probably fit any size because it is so oversized. This is a women's kimono. Very flowy. This is longer length as well. It is like a duster length. And you can see the really pretty multi-mixed prints patterns. I'm going to list this for about $28. American Eagle is not a brand I pick up a lot of, but when I do, it definitely has to have something special going for it like that. This is Free People. This is a size 2 women's jumpsuit. Anything Free People substantial, I'm definitely going to get, and I think that these longer length jumpsuits are definitely part of that. I need to do a specific style lookup on this. It ties in the front as well, but I thought this was a really good pickup for $4.89. Like really great pieces all around. This is a Tory Burch. This is a women's size 12 top. You can see it has some mesh details and long like peasant sleeves, bishop sleeves. I need to do a style lookup for this, but I think that tops like this were going for about $40 on eBay. Tory Burch is definitely a designer brand you want to be on the lookout for. Up is a good bread and butter brand for us. It is Talbot's. This is a plus size merino wool size 2X floral sweater. We should be able to get about $30 for this. That's all the time, so I'm always looking for pieces that I can pick up since they're already going to be in my face a lot. This is a brand I don't pick up very often, but when I do, it usually has to have a lot going for it. So the cashier actually gave that to me for $4.89, so that's not even a true price. So I picked up for about $5, size extra large. That's one reason that I got it. But the style of this is so pretty. It is like a mini to knee length dress, ivory color, which is really popular right now. It's tiered. It's got the bishop sleeves and some cutout details. Just very, very bohemian in nature, very beachy, and I thought this would be a great asset to spring wardrobe coming up. And it's new at tags. I'm probably going to list this for about $30. This is a new brand to me. I'm not going to read it off, but I am going to show it on the screen because it's kind of vulgar. So if you don't want to read it, then just like skip ahead a few seconds. But this is the brand. It's called Zero Foxtrot. And you guys can see kind of the interesting slogans that they have. But this ended up being a pretty good brand to pick up. This is a size large. This is a really interesting, a very bright, vibrant graphic, which is why I looked at it in the first place. So I did actually get this. I think I should be able to sell this from anywhere from 25 to 30. I love finding brands that I can find t-shirts in because t-shirts are super easy to list. So any t-shirt I can find that sells for 25 to 30 bucks or higher, I'm totally picking up. I love finding stuff like that. Some more BKE jeans. This, we found a ton at this thrift store this day. These are called the Jake jeans. These are just a pair of pretty modern jeans. We should be able to sell them for about $30 to $35. This next one is an Athleta plus size piece. I love picking up Athleta, especially in larger sizes. These are called the Salutation Jogger and Power Vita. These are a size 2X. Athleta is a great brand to pick up. I won't say in everything, but almost everything in their athletic wear line performs really well. Again, especially in larger sizes. I think these ones were actually going for about $40 to $45. Everybody's really into the outdoorsy wear, so I'm always on the hunt for outdoor brands. This is LL Bean. I actually come across a lot of LL Bean and I really love picking it up. This is a size small. I believe it's a men's fleece zip vest. Got the logo here. I believe this should go for $30 to $35. That is very trendy right now with the like gore-core aesthetic. Most of these are just BKE jeans. They're all the same style, so I'm just going to toss those in. I did find a pair of women's Ariat real line jeans. These are a size 31 short. Ariat jeans and Ariat shoes perform extremely well for me, and this real line performs really good as well. I paid $6.49 for these. I think these are going to go for $30 to $35. Some more Talbots. These are a pair of pants. I got these because these were new tags. These are called the Hampshire ankle pants. They retailed for $99. I only paid $4.49 for these. They're a nice navy blue color. I do find that this navy blue color performs pretty well in women's dress pants versus other colors. And I think I'm gonna list these for somewhere between probably $35 and $40. If you can find new with tags Talbots, you can definitely increase the value a little bit. Here is another Talbots piece. This is a pure cashmere size extra large women's sweater or cardigan sweater, button up 3/4 length. And this should probably go for about $35 with it being cashmere. Speaking of cashmere, I've got more for you. This one was actually a really surprising pickup. This is Old Navy. Again, I don't pick up a lot of this, but it has to have factors going for it. I did look up cashmere women's tunic sweaters, which this one is, and this had a really amazing sell-through rate, and I think this actually will go for $28, surprisingly. Next up is a skirt. This is one of my favorite activewear brands to find. It's Outdoor Voices. This one's probably going to take a little bit longer to sell because we are in colder months, but I do expect it to sell. Skirts were really popular last year. I think they're going to be popular again this year. So this is a skirt, which just means it is a skirt with some shorts underneath. I expect that to sell for about $28 to $30. I found a couple Lululemon pieces. These are just a pair of crop black leggings. These should go for about $30. It's an Athleta piece, size large. This is also a skirt. I expect this to sell for same thing, about $28 to $30. I found another Lululemon piece. This one's actually a flare, like a boot cut, which is going to help to up the value. Don't know what I'm going to list this for yet, but I'm guessing about $35. Skinny stuff, I'm not saying it's like totally out, but definitely people are valuing boot cut, flare, and wide leg a lot more. So I really look at those factors when I am trying to pick up really any kind of pants. I'm looking for those more wide leg styles. This is probably my favorite find. I think this is such a cool find. I don't know why. So this is a Perry Ellis men's size extra large real suede leather jacket. I would call it a shacket actually because it's like a shirt jacket. It's got this like all over cool like distress distressed, almost like grungy look to it. I'm definitely going to use the words Western and also hobo. Hobo chic is an aesthetic that people are really into right now, and also the word distressed leather. In person, it's just gorgeous. I don't know what else to say about it, but these are all factors that I would definitely look for, and Perry Ellis isn't a brand I would normally get. I was so confident in this purchase. I actually paid $19.99, $20 for this, but I do think that this is going to sell probably for about $85 and flip really, really quickly, especially with it being a size extra large. Would you guys have picked this up for $20? Let me know. This is a higher end brand I do enjoy picking up in the men's department. It is Ted Baker. This is Ted Baker London, which I think is a lower end line, but this is a pretty substantial piece. It is a zip pullover. And this is a size 6. Ted Baker has like their own size chart, but size 6 I think is pretty large. I think this is a size extra large or maybe even a 2XL. That should do pretty good, probably 35 to 40. And last piece before I end it here and start a new haul into another video, because I got a lot of stuff to show you, is Aerie. Now, this brand I have really been trying to figure out because I do come across it a lot and I know that people do like it, but really have not figured it out yet. But this one I felt pretty confident in because they are the super flare high rise. I talked about the flare before. You know, this is a wider leg. This does have a little bit of a wackier print, which I don't know if that's going to help or discourage, but either way I got it because they were flare. But these crossover leggings, the style where this fabric crosses over one another, is really trendy right now in a lot of brands. So I thought that was really going to help to sell it. So I specifically looked up Aerie crossover pants and leggings and they were doing good. I paid $4.49 for this. I'm going to list this for somewhere between $25 and $30 and see how it goes. Report back on the Aerie stuff. I've mentioned it in a couple of videos, like what sold in thrift hauls, but I just can't figure that brand out. Some stuff sells for $30, some stuff I can only get $5 for. Haven't quite figured it out yet. If you know, drop it down in the comments below. Alright guys, so that's it for today's thrift haul. If you want to see more thrift hauls, I do have more coming up. I'm about to film this stuff right here. Subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified as it goes live. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.